only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm gonna give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour. Let's talk about it. Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da-da. Like, at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting there saying, like, at the end of the day, I always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shy. I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger than basketball. He's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he could act, he could model, he could boom, boom, boom. He could do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs.
The internet is buzzing with shock after a surprising video surfaced online, and fans are struggling to process what they just witnessed. The clip shows a visibly upset Teyana Taylor storming out of what looks like a private house gathering, yelling, "I'm done with you both." The moment is raw and intense, and she's addressing both Pierre and her ex-husband Iman Shumpert. It's the kind of footage that immediately sparks speculation, and it has already thrown social media into a frenzy. This wasn't a polished or rehearsed moment. It was real, emotional, and filled with tension. In the video, Teyana's voice is trembling, her frustration pouring out as she turns toward the two men. Aaron stands off to the side, his hands in his pockets, clearly stunned and at a loss for words. Meanwhile, Iman appears visibly agitated, using his hands as if trying to explain something or calm things down. But Teyana isn't sticking around to listen. She turns and walks away quickly, her body language saying everything her words didn't. The short video ends just as suddenly as it begins, but its emotional weight is undeniable. You can practically feel the anger, heartbreak, and exhaustion radiating from her. It's no surprise the clip is being played over and over online. People are trying to make sense of the explosion that just unfolded. According to reports, the video wasn't meant to be seen by the public. It was originally shared to a private Instagram story by someone who was reportedly inside the house, possibly a friend, an assistant, or someone close to the situation. But within minutes, it was screen recorded and blasted across social media platforms. It spread like wildfire on TikTok, Twitter, and celebrity gossip blogs, leaving fans in disbelief. Now, sources say Teyana is outraged by the leak. To her, this wasn't just a moment caught on camera. It was a deeply personal and private confrontation that's now been turned into internet drama. She's said to be taking action, asking her team to figure out who shared the video. It feels to her like more than just an invasion of privacy. It feels like a betrayal. Something that should have remained between the people involved has now become everyone's business. So what caused such a powerful emotional outburst? Insiders reveal that tension between Teyana, Aaron, and Iman had been simmering for quite some time. Things had been strained behind the scenes for weeks, maybe longer. Teyana had reportedly felt that both men were overstepping in different ways. Sources claim Iman had been interfering in parenting decisions, sometimes undermining her. At the same time, Aaron allegedly made a major decision without even consulting her, something that shattered her trust. What made it worse? Both men showed up at the same event unexpectedly. Teyana had no warning, and seeing them both there, together, set her off. To her, it felt like a setup, like no one respected her boundaries or cared how she might feel. That explosive moment caught on video was likely the breaking point, the final straw after months or even years of bottled-up frustration. People close to her say she's been emotionally exhausted for a long time. This wasn't a sudden meltdown, but the result of constantly being pulled in different directions, constantly feeling like she has to be the strong one. They say she's tired of being the glue while others around her keep causing cracks. Tired of making peace while everyone else brings chaos into her life. To outsiders, her outburst might have looked like drama. But to her friends, it was a moment of release, a scream that came from years of holding it all in. The words, "I'm done with you both," weren't just thrown out in anger. They were a final boundary, a declaration that she's reached her limit. Right now, Teyana is said to be taking a step back and reevaluating everything. She feels hurt and abandoned by the people she once leaned on. The pain runs deeper than what the public sees. It's not just about this one moment. It's about all the moments that led up to it. She's reportedly spending time in reflection, trying to figure out how to move forward, not just with Aaron and Iman, but with her own healing. At this point, there's no telling where things will go from here. Will she cut ties for good? Will anyone step up and take accountability? Or will the silence continue to speak louder than words? One thing is certain, Teyana is drawing a line, and this time, she's not backing down. Tools. The internet is still buzzing after a dramatic moment involving Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, and Pierre was caught on video and leaked online. The short but powerful clip shows Teyana walking out of what looked like a private event, yelling the words, "I'm done with you both." Her voice was filled with emotion, and the video quickly went viral, leaving fans stunned and scrambling for answers. Now, as people try to piece together what happened, it's clear that this wasn't just a small disagreement. Something serious must have been going on behind the scenes for her to react like that, and publicly. From what sources close to her are saying, Teyana is doing more than just stepping away from these two men. She's reassessing every relationship in her life. Friends, business partners, even longtime collaborators, everyone is under the microscope. If someone adds stress to her life, reopens old emotional wounds, or simply doesn't support the peace she's working hard to maintain, they may be pushed out. At this moment, her daughter and her personal well-being are at the top of her list. Everything else, whether it's love, family, or career, is now taking a back seat. She's putting herself first, probably for the first time in a while. As for Iman, he hasn't made any official comments since the video blew up online. But insiders say he feels completely embarrassed by how things unfolded. He never thought things would go so public and escalate the way they did. He's reportedly upset with how Teyana handled the situation, especially since it all played out in front of a camera. That said, he's also not ignoring how emotionally drained she must be. It's a tough spot. He believes he was unfairly lumped in with Aaron, but he also understands that Teyana has reached her limit. From Iman's perspective, he was just trying to be a present father. Still, he's beginning to realize that even well-meaning actions can have unintended consequences. There's talk that he's considering speaking out to clear his name, but he's being very careful. One wrong word could make things worse, especially since their relationship is already on shaky ground. For now, he's quietly watching from the sidelines, weighing whether staying silent or telling his side is the smarter move. Pierre, on the other hand, has disappeared completely. He hasn't posted anything online, hasn't made any public appearances, and hasn't responded to messages, according to people close to him. Some believe his silence means he's hiding something, maybe guilt, maybe embarrassment. Others think he's simply trying to be respectful by not escalating things. Still, the mystery around him is only fueling more speculation. Those who know Aaron say he was completely blindsided by the video. He didn't know he was being filmed and never expected their private tension to become internet gossip. He thought he was helping Teyana, not making things harder for her. But now, to millions of people online, he's a central figure in a